SCOTUS grants Doge access to all Social Security data as Musk's feud with Trump continues to escalate. They're building a citizenship database through Palantir, which they've been very vocal about, but now they have access to all our data.
Do you guys, so facial recognition technology, you guys know what they're doing in China, right? They have CCTV cameras all over the place.
That was MAGA's entire
fight during COVID.
Government.
Like
we don't want big government. We don't want the big government tracking us all day.
It's like you have a Yelp review that you can't get rid of.
Right. Mm-hmm. So what happened? But no, in China, if you're out doing something that's not okay, and they facial recognition you get a ticket.
Yeah,
that's
like
how
if you
fast.
jaywalk.
That's how
like if you trip on the curb. If you say something,
alligator bait. That's the most fucked up thing. It's the most fucked up thing I can imagine.
Yeah. So he says that he's going to use the National Citizenship Data System to crack down on non-citizen voters, even though there haven't been very
there is
many
none.
of those.
There is no non-citizen.
There were some Republicans.
Yeah, there was a bunch of Republicans that voted for their dead moms.
Yep,
repeatedly. What are you talking about? What is going on?
The National Guard commander has requested that some of them be allowed to return to firefighting, which is part of Gavin's lawsuit.
Really, in the summer in California, considering we had a wildfire in January, maybe July is probably the best month if I can let them go back to fighting fires. Good idea? Anybody? Fuck.
I love that.
By the way, where did that voice come from? That was
it really went high. I love that his settlement just said, is, I just want them to apologize. That's all he's asking. Who? Apologize on air for Fox News lying about
Gavin?
Him and his phone call. That's his whole thing.
Only thing is they retracted on air already, and so did OAN for lying about the election being stolen. And then Fox publicly paid a landmark settlement, and everybody moved on, and they still watch it.
They still watch it, and they still believe it, even though they were fined the most ever for lying.
I don't understand that. I don't know why I just got high. I don't understand that.
What happened? That's how bad the world is. We're all talking like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck we are in a sad situation. And the thing is, when I said in the beginning of Armageddon Update, it's like we had another year of news this week. Every fucking day, there's a headline that in the past would have lasted for 3 months. Mm-hmm. Every fucking day. Yep. And I'm to the point where it's hard to write the Armageddon updates because I'm like, I don't know what to do. And that's why I'm kind of doing a laundry list at the beginning and then getting to the point. I wish we had a different world right now.
We just had a 75-year-old man named Isidro Perez had been admitted into the U.S. from Cuba nearly 60 years ago, just died in ICE custody. He appears to have been detained due to a marijuana possession conviction he received in the 1980s. We also had a Canadian die in ICE custody. We have had 12 people die since the beginning of 2025.
It's because of what I said. Republicans kill people.
We've had political assassinations. Right? Like the 60s. These are all...
By the way, no. Yes.
Previously galvanized...
A Republican. Kill people.
We've had
firemen.
Every day we have like a Watergate. There's a Watergate. There's an assassination.
Every day there's something that would have actually ended any presidency.
Would change the culture in other decades. Yeah. But we have it every other day now.
Well, we got used to him. That's the thing is we got used to... You got to remember, he fucking started at Hispanics are rapists, murderers, drug dealers, and I assume some are good people. They fucking started there. Mm-hmm. So since that day, and then we went through COVID and went through another once in 100-year pandemic, and the chaos and nightmare has become normalized. Yep. And that's where we're fucked. Yeah. Is because we keep bitching about it, but the problem is we don't seem to have anybody joining us it is fucking crazy.
Like we are screaming into the void. NPR has reported on a Justice Department memo that surfaced from June 11th, which advises prosecutors to prioritize the denaturalization of citizens, people who have been naturalized citizens. The White House press secretary, she's a peach, has openly floated the idea of investigating Mamdani to possibly strip him of his citizenship.
Oh, all of a sudden, I wonder why.
We're taking she's a peach. That's the best thing to say. All of us. She's a peach. That's so Southern. That's so Southern. Wait a minute. I thought their entire point was, I want immigrants here. I want them here legally. Didn't they bitch and moan about, no, it's illegal immigrants. If you're here illegally, we want you out. But that's not the case. They want people they're picking people up in court who are there getting here legally. Now, people who are naturalized citizens who've literally busted their ass their whole life, who've gone through hearing after hearing, who had to take tests, who had to take an oath to the country.
Who know more about our
history?
American history than any of us do.
But they're here legally. That's legal. That's exactly what you wanted.
They're not going to
Just
stop.
remember,
It's
he
not going to
called
stop.
his critics the enemy within. He's not fighting real terrorists. He's called peaceful demonstrators terrorists, and he's floated the idea of deporting American citizens to foreign prisons. It's not going to stop. And I would argue that as many Latino and Latina people that we have saying, I can't believe I voted for him, I can't believe he did this to me, or my mom, or my kid, or my whatever, I would say there are going to be a lot more of us screaming that before this is over that voted for him. Because he will end up hitting everyone.
There was a woman today, I saw someone reposted on Threads from X. Woman said that, I cannot believe I voted for Donald Trump. I voted, she said this is the quote, I voted to own the libs because I thought it was hilarious. I just found out my Medicare is going to go away. I need help.
You need to know that there are a lot more immigration things than what we hear about.
Yep.
There was a guy from, I think he was Norwegian, who was denied entry because of a meme he did of JD Vance, because he looks like JD Vance. Did you see that?
Wow.
Trump admin has just revoked the visas for the punk group that chanted death to the IDF at the Glastonbury Festival. They are just picking and choosing.
Well, I'd like to welcome you to this last episode of the Titus Podcast. Thanks for listening. It's been great. We will try to figure out how to get a recording on an iPhone from Alligator Auschwitz. I'm Christopher Titus, and we're going to Florida.
They were on tour. They were coming here on tour. Wow. So he canceled their tour.
What a coward. What a fucking pussy. Are you kidding me?
The band's name is Bob Villain. Super sweet.
Oh,
Get it?
That's a good, yeah.
Bob Villain.
The fact that Trump went golfing instead of showing up to the funeral of the assassinated
congressperson.
Yeah. Yeah, this is depressing.
It's not, man, it's like we lost all of the goodness that in the last few years. This man has drained the morality and the goodness from this country. He has drained everything that made us, because there was a day when we were the best. There was a day when we gave other countries the most. There was a day when we made sure that other countries had the food they needed. I remember when George Bush, even Republicans were like, we need to stop AIDS. And he got behind it, and Bono got involved, and W and Clinton worked together. I remember when people were starving in Africa, we responded. And now this motherfucker comes in, and I don't understand why this group of rich people, because when you look at the Carnegies and the Mellons, and you look at the Rockefellers, they built libraries and things. Now they did it because the tax rate at the time for billionaires was like 90%, but that worked. During Eisenhower too, it worked. Because they became heroes in some ways, and because of that, we had a crazy middle class. And now, someone pointed out recently, and I've been hearing it a couple of times. I listened to MSNBC, and they've been playing this one piece where they were talking about how the wealth tax, the death tax, like when wealthy people die, they're taxed at like 40%. Well, and I used to think, and my dad bitched about it and it's only for 1/10 of 1% of the top 1%. It's only for people that are worth like $50 million, unspendable amount of money, right? And so if you got $10 million, you earned it your life, whatever, $15 million, whatever, and you die, you have to pay the government 7 of it. right? And that puts the money back in the system, and we go round again.
Yeah.
And we go around again. That's how society continues. What people don't quite figure out is this math thing. Is like, okay, if you don't do that, what ends up happening is all the wealth gets stacked up to the fucking 10 people that currently have it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the rest of us are poor, and we're fighting each other for scraps while these motherfuckers live
And
high.
that's North Korea.
Yeah, that's North Korea.
The
That's
leader
and Russia.
is
That's
fat, and they are starving to death.
and it's Russia.